Y'all thought y'all wasn't gonna see me? I'm the Osiris of this shit.
Check this out.
Perfect.
Champion, the way of the warrior. Champion eyes. Get back up. My spirit cries.
But you're a well-rounded warrior. You keep on fighting. That's what I am. Well-rounded warrior. I say for me, I've been passed over my family, my fans, so-called family, some so-called family members, some friends, and etc. Pass over me. They feel that I'm not even there. And I used to accept it as I'm gonna prove something to you. Nah. That I have to understand when I get older is what I am. And I have to understand that when I'm moving of a certain space of my life to strive to do better, not that many people is going to understand your vision. Not many people is refused to understand the growth of your vision, of your self-vision. The growth of your vision help some.
You ain't lying.
Good evening. I'm back up in here. Good evening. Welcome. My channel is the underrated dark truly. The number one grinder. One of the best kept secrets on YouTube. The best of the business. I put it down for a minute. I'm still here. The intro that you heard is by the one and only Big Duke. His channel is Fourth Quarter Talk, and he the one did the intro when I did over 2,000 subs. And I want to thank y'all. What's good with you, homie? Thanks for coming. So I'll give about another 2 more minutes, and I'm gonna get this started. Come enjoy a real conversation with the number one grinder, us as the righteous ones individually. Let's make a change within ourselves and genuine. Be there for each other. We all we got. Yep. We all we got. While we waiting here, I want to thank the ones that shout out to me. The ones that shout out to me through my special day this past Friday, and plus went over 2,000. I want to thank y'all so much, and very much appreciate it. And I'm still pushing. So the ones that miss it, I did the number one grinder special day and getting over 2,000. That's Friday. That was part 1. Then Saturday, I did that, I believe, at 7 o'clock. Then Saturday at 7:30. 7 o'clock? I believe it was 7 o'clock. Then I did the road to 2,000. And the same night I came back with the part 2, right? That was 7:30. No. Yeah, part 2 is 7:30. And then I did part 3 yesterday, really 7 o'clock. So y'all can check that out. Check it out. Go check it out. The one who missed it, go check it out. We're gonna get one more minute, then we're gonna get this going. Okay? Let me read this out. Why we as humans still have the sector mindset. Why we as humans still have the sector mindset. I know you wonder why I say this, right? Shout out to D Hodges in the building. Shout out to you, homie. Thank you so much. Thanks for coming. Like I said, we'll give it one more minute, then we're gonna push this. We're gonna push this, okay? And again, I the ones that help celebrate the special day and getting over 2K. I want to thank y'all so much. The few of y'all had done. I appreciate that. I really appreciate that from the bottom of my heart. I thank y'all. And I'm gonna read it again. Read the topic again. Why we as humans still have the sector mindset, I will explain. Okay, y'all guys will get on right now. Why I put the topic out there, because we see certain things in life throughout that sometimes we don't want to do certain things because it's hard. We don't want to do certain things that it feels uncomfortable, especially in those right. So sometimes we want to take a shortcut. And when I'm talking about that, I talk about the sector mindset. We cannot do, sometimes we want to do certain things just a certain percentage of the way instead of the masses of the way. I hope that makes sense. So that means that you shortchange your mindset, you shortchange the process, and you shortchange your life to strive to be happy. Just as we see in these streets, these YouTube streets, especially for our people, we see that quite a few of them have the sector mindset. They just want to keep on do what they want to do. They don't want to expand their life, their mindset, the ways to get better and help others. Now, when I talk about sector, I'm not talking about places. I'm not talking about certain elements that's happening. What's going on, guy in Hollywood? Thanks for coming. Alan Crooks, thanks for coming. Appreciate y'all. When I'm talking about that, when we become of a sector of ourselves as a person, there's something wrong. We should always be masters of our own life through God. We should get what we should deserve what we want as getting as a masses, not sector. So forget all that. If I want a whole cake, I want a whole cake. Then if you want to do search it out, give it the sectors of people, yeah, but you want to, you know, we should strive to be the best because we are the best. All right, and there are some people that practice unrighteousness that I always say those are the ones that have the sector mindset. Those are the ones that have a certain percentage of the mindset that they use. They don't use the whole mindset. They just want to just get over. Look at me. This is what I have. I give you case in point of a boxing analogy. Like Spence got more belts than Terrence Crawford. Terrence Crawford still want to ask for 60-40 split. Spence was willing to, okay, here's 60-40 split. Take it or leave it. All right. But not Spence, but Crawford said, I deserve more. How you gonna deserve more? You just got the sector of the belt. Why you should get more money for one belt while Spence got two belts and possible to get three if he's most likely be successful with Pacquiao. You see that sector of the mindset. And we know of the sector of the mindset, we let people to talk to us in of anything instead of think for ourselves. When we say when we think for ourselves, that means we have a broader mindset, a structure mindset. See, when we think sector, that's not a structure mindset. We let things in. And then we have to be careful of that. That's how we could get and make mistakes. So we have to pay attention of people, that how they move, how they like to get over. Like con artists. Con artists have a sector mindset. They follow a certain program. Oh, thank you, the realist. Thank you, and thanks for help celebrate my special day and over 2,000 subs. I really appreciate you, and you keep up the good work. Thank you. But get back to the car artists. They got this certain percentage of the mind of the program that they have. So if we don't know what they're all about, how to read them, that's what they get over us. But this is the repetition of their sector mindset, right? But us as the rest of us, right? If we just take a look and use our common sense and use the rest of our thinking and also let it manifest of our ways and everything, we see it before it forms, right? That means we work in injunction and everything that we are forming right then and there. That's why one of the reasons I call myself well-rounded warrior. Because I have to understand when I put on that well-rounded warrior armor, I have to understand that everything has to work in form. It cannot be each part cannot be just a sector. Everything got to be working whole and connected. But when you deal with a person who has a sector mindset and a sector ways, they are not connected. See, society says they connected, but we know what we see, and I always say this, that visual never lie. They not connected. They wicked. They disfranchise. They do whatever they can to hurt you in every way. So after the things that I'm saying right now, there's ways that if we have the sector mindset, there's ways that we could overcome it. Now, there's people say you could read. Yeah, that's true. You could read, but understand you gotta expand your mind of common sense. You gotta expand your mind. I mean, reading. You gotta expand your mind of history. You gotta expand your mind of whatever it is out there, and you gotta see it for what it is. Yeah, I give you case in point again. My special day was Friday. I made over 2,000. There's some people say, man, it's supposed to be a lot more people respect because you putting it down for you for a minute and stuff like that. Yeah, it should, but I know. But as for me having a sector mindset, they gonna come. They gonna come and be disappointed. I'm not disappointed because I know in this space I had put it down for a long time of truth, and I know there are some people ain't gonna roll with me that way, and it's fine. Not disappointed, but I know. So that means I identify of my own vision, self vision that I talk about of past lives. I identify of myself. That means I got the broader thinking, broader mindset, my broader ways of keep on living, and my broader ways of keep on getting better. Because of a sector, when we have a sector mindset, we to some of us we tend to feel we have to care what somebody said anything about us. See, that's when we have to develop thick skin. We have to develop, like the old people say, we have to develop thick skull. And when we develop thick skull, it will strengthen us in a lot of ways as a human being. See, I know it's easy to say and hard to do, right? Of course it is. And I know we're imperfect too. But we have to remain focused and we got to understand that it's a process to keep on growing. Look at what they talk about in politics. You got a senator got the nerve to say that we don't need the fourth stimulus. Now, people gonna say, "Oh, you ain't about stimulus now." But what I got from it that he don't even care where he live at, the district that he come from. Sector mindset, right? But you got people still come after him. Oh, you need to do no, he don't have to do it. All right, he don't have to do it if he don't have to. But see, we have to understand as we develop a sector mindset, we have to understand that you're not just hurting yourself, you're hurting others. And there are repercussions comes with it. Why you want to have bad repercussions for come back at you that you know that what you do that you're hurting yourself, but that you hurt others that even they are trying to strive to do what's right. And it goes for men and women. You know? That means that when a parent has a child, they gotta groom them. They gotta nurture them. The man and the woman got to do that. DJ, what's up, DJ Bad News? What's up, nephew? How you feel? That's my nephew right there. Shout out to you and your family. I'm sorry. Shout out to the ones in the chat. Shout out to y'all and all your families. I wish y'all the best. I wish y'all the best. Thank you. No? So Throughout like this weekend just past, I see how people move. I've been seeing how people move. Yeah. But I said, you know what? Let me take a certain analysis reflection for 1 second. I haven't done it for a while. Let me take a second reflection and just see how this manifests throughout this week. On my own analysis looking, us as human beings, and especially our people, we are disorganized. Majority of us. And I'm talking about in these spaces. We already know what outside is all about. So, but I'm talking about inside these spaces. See, it's like your brain. Your brain is like a whole pie. When you want to eat something, you want to enjoy it, right? Just work with me here. You want to enjoy it, so you got the senses and stuff like that. Because if you eat a piece of pie, that's not going to satisfy you. But if you get a nice piece of pie, right, a slice, you eat it. Oh, you grow up, you can't wait. And then if you choose to get a second piece, choose to get a second piece. It's just like you involve of growing. But see, they don't want that whole slice. They don't want to feed it because they know when they feed it, that means they have to change. It would change the outlook. So we have to be very careful of these people too. Thinking, let me read the title again. Why we as humans still have the sector mindset, right? As we see it through our families, our family members, our friends, our associates, etc., right? It's like I'm sick. I need to go to the hospital, but you don't want to go because you just want to get some medicine. But you know that medicine is not going to help you. You need to go to the hospital, right? That's a sector. You're thinking as a sector mindset, a minor mindset. Now, there are some challenges that why we say certain, especially us as black men, right? Yeah, but if when we decided throughout of our mindset to get better, we gotta do. We have to do our due diligence, to study, learn about the system, the medical system, learn the history of it. So when we make a transition to go to the doctor, we can get better. Or learn from other ones that looks like us that they have remedies too. See, when people have the sector mindset, they tend to go for the first thing that they like. They understand that could hurt you in the long run. Short term, long term. Before I continue, if 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 up to you, I do got a cash app. It's $sign JT 53000. Also, I have PayPal.me/ink all in caps JT Black 53. So if you want to donate, that'd be greatly appreciated. Or if not, if you don't have it, Please at least share this out. Hit the like button and hit the bell. So when I come back, whatever time it is, you be the first one. Greatly appreciated. So when we go through this process, it's like as a baby, you're a sector. And you grow and you gain more and more and more and more. And you become a young man or a young woman. I mean, a teenager, a preteen, little one, preteen, teenager, then grown, young. They say young grown up and being grown. It depends what age they talk about. And and your brain and everything about you, your life stop being fulfilled, right? But when a person thinks as a sector, it doesn't be fulfilled. They stop at a certain point, and there are certain things that come in has stopped them. It happened to all of us. It do. But the one thing you gotta sit back and figure it out. How can I get better? There are some people in these spaces for a long time. You hear the same points every time. But they got the nerve to tell you they need to see action. How you gonna tell me I need to see action that you're not following what you're saying? And these are the people that we gotta stay away. Had that sector mindset. And you can see through them because they all hang out the same group. Now, I'm not saying that y'all go through and check them out and everything. Y'all keep on moving. I'm not talking about that. But you actually see other people. I guarantee you will know what they talk about. Also, we have to understand too, the ones who have the sector mindset, they are not diverse. They think they are, but they're not. And I'm talking about men and women. Now I'm gonna go into a little to talk about the outside of the space too. As we see that we go to work, or sometimes we handle our business, and I guarantee that you work with a certain person, you tend to finish their conversation, and you're like, wow. Now, it depends on the circumstance too. Maybe nobody never show them that if they be diverse and keep on expanding their mindset in their life, that great things can happen to them, right? So, but I'm not talking about it because there's some they have to learn their own and stuff. So I'm not talking about, but I am talking about the ones that already know, but they don't want to put in work. These are the ones got certificates. Some of the majority, these are the ones got diplomas. And a lot of things. But they let those things get in the way to really growing because that's when we got talked about they are book smarts, but they're not life smarts. Let me say it again. They are book smarts, but they're not life smarts. Because if you're a successful person, you can combine the life smarts and book smarts and book experience. Through life experience, you can grow, right? Of course. But a lot of them don't want to do that in these spaces. There's quite a few of them that, had that set the mindset of misery, right? Always trying to make the next person feel bad. Or if you don't like what they say. They are echoing other people's life experience instead of their own. See, the one thing about the number one grinder, I've had faith in God, but I do rely on my own life experience, what I have been through, and also the ones that I see in the past, and the ones that I'm still helping. See, acquired knowledge and wisdom, you don't supposed to have a second mindset because that's just a certain piece that's not going to let you improve. You are not acquiring knowledge and wisdom like that. Because you're gonna, when you stop knowing this, that all that is ain't gonna hold just one part. It's gotta expand, right? You could also hear them in conversations. Don't have no meaning. It's like mediocre. Then you got some that wants to clown you. Oh, look at this person. This person got a lot and everything. Yeah. But they not doing anything. It's like this. What's the sense that you get a water bottle, right? And all of a sudden you are so thirsty, but you drink half of it, right? But you know you're thirsty. You know water is good for you, but I'm gonna say that for later. But you are defeating the purpose. You are still thirsty. That's a sector mindset. And also that they can develop a deliberate mindset that we don't need to have. Shout out to you, Aaron Collins. Thank you so much to help me celebrate my special day Friday and get 2,000 throughout Sunday. Thank you so much. Appreciate that. And there has to be a urgent willingness to learn, to strive to be better, to expand your self vision and expand your vision to help others. Like old people say, if you think small, you get small. If you think big, you get big. It's not going to come when you want to, but that's how it is. And I'm not saying that we gotta think things that is not reachable. No, I'm not saying that. But I will say this, that we have to take the time and know what we strive for. Know that what we need. But always understand that we have to improve our mindset, our way of thinking. And sometimes it's not going to come when we want to, but as long as we stay there, that's good. That means we are expanding of our sector mindset, of our sector ways of what we think, what we thought before. And we do not like to be at those moments in the past, even experience in the past. So also we have to think about how the parents raise the kids. Is they raise their kids to be safe If they raise the kids to be successful, information man, salute to you, brother. Thank you. I respect you too. Peace to you. And so, what are you gonna do about it? Just as information man. Information man had been working in the prison system for a long time. And he counseled brothers. I think sometimes sisters, and we need to commend you for that, brother. Thanks for serving our community. But when he do an analysis of a young black man, he cannot do no half analysis because he knows that that could hurt him. So that means he had to let when he showed the boy the counsel to try to do better, he has to let him know that despite how the system is, you can grow, you could be a successful in our community. If he give him a sector mindset, oh, I'm just gonna give you half of that and hell with you and stuff, that means he's not doing his job. And at the same time, he is not fulfilling his own purpose. I'm just using that as an example that by him putting the work in a structured way, he letting that young man know that he has a chance, but he have to change his mindset, his sector mindset, and to understand he needs to expand his mindset to understand you don't need to be around this bad stuff because that sector you always going to get you always going to be bad. That's all they think of you. But if you have him to change his mindset and see him give him his value, that means that young man no longer is gonna think that he's disvalued. Very important. So I just want to use that, information, man. I know you do your job, and I just want to bring that analysis so connected. So salute to you, Bronx Biggs himself, Clarence McLean in the building. Thank you so much of everything. Just like I'm gonna use Clarence McLean, he's gonna become a promoter in boxing. So you know what he gotta do? So he gotta do some study. So he knows about boxing, but he wanna know to get his business. So that means he gotta take a test. He just cannot take a test that I just know certain things. He had to dig in deep, and he had to know the ins and outs of it of being a promoter. So that means he had to expand of the sector mindset that when he start to know how to be a promoter and prepare himself, the mindset, the grit with it. And when he gets that, then he gonna be one of the outstanding promoters out there. He gonna know how to run his business. He gonna know how to talk to the fighter. He gonna know how to let him know that you got to think big now to help him out in his life and everything. Help him out outside boxing and stuff like that. There's a lot of responsibility of being a promoter. And so he understands he got to put in the work. That is a greater sector mindset. The sector ways. So that means when I'm talking about information, man, it goes to all of us too, but also brother, information, man, and brother McLean. There's certain things that you don't know, that you're not familiar of. So you say, I ain't gonna do it, man, because I don't know. I ain't gonna. So that means they got to dig in and find out what's going on. But at the same time, they growing. But see, in these spaces inside here, we see quite a few brothers, sisters. The sad thing in our age group, you know what I'm saying? We're having college information, man. They don't want to grow. They don't want to help. They think put in the work like, oh, you do certain things. But I'm talking about when I'm talking about the sector mindset, I'm talking about put in the work in life. Not the things that you have. Put in the work for life. When you talk to that person, do you inspire that person to understand that, listen, I don't have the sector mindset, but I know you do. Do you identify? Do you talk life into that person? Because sometimes that person don't know. We got to be honest because that person, we don't know. That person, they like this ain't all about surviving, right? To get ahead. Because that's all they know. And that is the thing that we have to understand that when we talk about hand picking, just as I go back of my past weekend of my special day, and I made over 2,000 subs. It'd be nice that a lot more people reach out to me. Hey, I knew number one grinder, man. That's good, man. But I appreciate you and stuff like that and everything is. But at the same time, they know what I do in this thing. But I have to understand they got the sector mindset. It's not that I'm jealous of stuff like that, but it's like this though. Long as you see, this is the thing of a sector mindset that we have to understand. See, they got false entitlement in they understand it. They got false entitlement of their well-being and their mindset. Instead of understand and think of others as masses. Because see, have a second mindset. That means that you just want to be around of certain people that stroke your ego. And I'm talking about men and women, as we see in these spaces. We do see it. You got people that I got more than you. They don't say it, but they say I got more than you. Look at this. Or you got some people where sometimes when you talk sense, they want to cut you off while you talking, trying to make sure that they big. They got that sector mindset because they are afraid to expand. Because I ain't gonna let nobody tell me because I know what to do. And so instead of just listening to them, maybe there's something that you could take away and you will understand and they can make you a better. But nah, they don't want that. They don't want that. And us as the ones that want to expand our mind, we have a choice. We don't need to be around them because one day it's going to stop. And what they going to say then? There's nothing you can say then because you know why? Because they have burned their bridges of the ones that trying to help and trying to examine and trying to live their life as being good. And you do not have a lot. You don't have to have a lot and be a good person. You don't have to be a lot to make sure to advocate for your own life and others. You do not have a lot because of the sector mindset that they have. They feel that you're supposed to have. No, you don't supposed to have. Be grateful what God given you and add it on is health. Because when you go, you can't take them things for with you. But see, the sector mindset That's the devil mindset. Understand that too. I told you before of past lives. The devil comes in many shapes and forms. So now I'm talking about of a humanitarian sense, spirit mindset. That the sector mindset of ones of some they refuse that they have right now. They selfish. They always scheming. And before I'm gonna get off in a few minutes, but anybody that wants to wants to support financially is this my cash app is $ capital JT 53000. Also paypal.me/ all in caps JT Black 53. Share this out. Hit the like button. Hit the bell when the number one grinder comes back. If you travel to your destination or home, if you can't, please travel in groups because it's crazy out here. And like I said, I'm not gonna be here a few minutes more, and I'm gonna cut this short. It's like any relationship too. It goes a little of every shapes and form of life. We see people of this sector mindset, the piece of the thinking that can be very dangerous. Let's expand our thinking constructively in a smart way, yes. Because the sector mindset, oh, thank you. Thank you. Oh, good. Okay. Thank you, brother. Thank you. I appreciate that. Appreciate for the cash app. I appreciate that. And we have to understand that the family is not going to believe you. Sometimes your mate, the other half not going to believe you. Friends, etc., association. Even some of them that rose with you, they're not going to believe in you. But see, all you can do is just feel sorry for them. And just remember this, that Mother Earth, thank you. Just learn from me, the number one grinder. Despite I have a good birthday and I celebrate 2000, ain't nobody, it was a lot of people ain't trying to roll with me. But I kept it pushing. I know what I'm worth. I know what my value is. I don't need no man or woman tell me what my value is, what person that I am. Because you know why? Because I don't not have the sector mindset. I'm a leader, not a follower. And the ones that have the sector mindset, Some of y'all could think what you want. And so I ain't worried about outside space because I already know how what they think. But inside these spaces, I really don't care what you think about me. But as long as I know I'm the number one grinder, long as I know that I grow my channel organically by the help of few people in these spaces, and I gladly, again, thank you so much. Gladly appreciate it. I want to shout out to Big Duke. He hit me with the night with the banging intro for me reaching over 2,000K. I want to thank you so much, my brother. Big Duke out there. Or just know I been know who you are, and I'm talking about the sector thinking ones in these spaces. I see you, and it's okay because also we have to understand too. See, these sector thinkers, they not gonna respect your growth, even though there are some that you good with them in all due respect, but they don't want to be around your growth. They don't want to acknowledge you. And it's okay. Man or woman, it's okay. Sector mindset is gonna get you in trouble. Sector mindset, you really think you can have all those things abundantly, but one way or the other, it's gonna come a day. What are you doing with it? A sector mindset always you gotta understand that they do not all about acquiring knowledge or wisdom. They just want to stop at a certain percentage and that's it. It's not just the number one grinder says, I'm just talking about life experience. And remember that. Y'all don't have to be part of the sector mindset. It's good if you want to get to know a person. It's good to get to know a person. If that person is good, then it's all right. Don't listen to them pros who have that sector mindset. Bunch of weak percentage ones. Don't bring nothing to the table. Do not want to acknowledge what you bring into this world to benefit others. Don't be around them. They losers. They repeating the same dumbness of what they doing for a long time. But it's up to y'all to know who it is. And trust and believe, we have quite a few in these spaces. So each and every one of us gotta ask. I ask this question too. Like each and every one, Sonny, I gotta hit you up, bro. But we have to understand this that you gotta ask a question yourself. Do I want to grow, or I just want to have that sector mindset to be mean to people, to talk about people because they don't have, and to understand when you disrespect God's people, God's vision, and the ones that are willing to work within God's divine purpose, you will be dealt with. So let's stay away from the sector mindset and to understand that when we expanded our mindset, our lives, our humanitarian ways in the sector, we on our way. It's not going to get there when we want to, but we get there and we will understand. Then we will reap the abundance of goodness and righteousness. On behalf of my channel, the underrated doctor, yours truly, the #1 grinder, one of the best kept secrets on YouTube, the best of the business. That's what I am. My work speaks for itself. And the ones that was around that helped me celebrate my special day and me getting over 2,000, thank you so much. And the one miss out and everything that you cannot be around, and I know you probably was sick and all like that, don't worry about it. We still got all month to celebrate. We got all month to celebrate. I'm not talking about y'all, but the ones that knew and you seen, it's all good. It's all good. Just remember, y'all got the sector mindset. I don't. And the ones I know, they don't either. So until next time, family, be safe out there. This is the end of why we as humans still have the sector mindset. I explained the #1 grinder, and I feel I explained it well. And I thank y'all to participate and listen to it. But on this one, until next time, have a good night. You be prosperous to yourselves and your families. But this one is Ghost.